What's going on, guys? It's Unknown Player here, and today we're going to be talking about what is, in my opinion, one of the most exciting features coming in Rise of Iron, being ornaments. So we've heard brief things about them before, basically being customization for exotics and endgame weapons and armor. It's basically weapon skins, and you can transform the geometry of gear and also the lighting, the colors, all the themes of weapons and armor. And this isn't just activating like a red chroma glow, this is proper customization and skins. So in this video, I'm going to be going into much greater detail exactly about how ornaments work, how you get them, and some of the amazing things you can do to certain exotics and other gear. And this info is going to be coming from the guys at Game Informer, who of course already played Rise of Iron at Bungie. So this is what ornaments look like. These two nodes right here represent them. Nobody's ever hovered over the icons itself, so we don't see what they say. We'll have to wait to find out what exactly they require. But I'm imagining these two nodes represent two different skins that are available for this weapon, of course, being the Kvostov. And to activate one, you need to, of course, have earned the corresponding ornament that goes in that slot and will activate that certain skin. And these are strictly cosmetic. They in no way affect the weapon's performance, its stats, or the element, anything like that. It's basically a skin, and these are available for a bunch of exotics and also a bunch of the endgame weapons and armor, including Trials, Iron Banner, and Raid gear, and possibly more. So the writers at Game Informer who used the ornaments, they said some of them were subtle changes and some of them were massive. So probably some of them will just change the colors slightly, and then others will make it look like a new weapon altogether and probably unrecognizable. I wouldn't be surprised if Bungie's already shown off some exotics that we know, but we didn't recognize them because they've got ornaments applied. But some weapons will be totally unrecognizable and look completely different, but some will be really small and subtle tweaks. So let's talk about some actual examples of exotics first off. The Invective has new colors and visual effects. So when they say colors, I'm assuming that means the base color of Invective being black. And when they say visual effects, I'm assuming that means the lighting on it, which is normally orange. So I photoshopped here some alternate colors, what they might look like, so you can get an idea. Again, this is just my Photoshop, this is not an official image, but these are some examples of what an Invective with a different color and lighting effects might look like, which looks really, really cool. They also described how one ornament turned the Monte Carlo completely black, so sounds very much like the Suros, how from year 1 to 2 that went from white to black. So a fully black Monte Carlo is something to expect. They said they also saw options for the Zalo Supercell, Telesto, Mida Multi-Tool, and the new Kvostov. Leave a comment down below, what kind of custom skins would you love to see applied to those exotics, and what other weapons would you love to see included in the ornament system as well, in terms of lighting effects and color changes. I can personally imagine the Zalo Supercell, maybe you can change the lightning or electricity running on it to look like red lightning, or maybe it changes to look like an AK-47. With the Kvostov skin they mentioned, I can definitely imagine a skin to make it change and look like the original old Kvostov, but I really want to see some examples of what these ornaments might look like. Now, another exotic I thought of could be the actual Yellowhorn itself. I'm thinking maybe the Iron version is actually an ornament and basically a skin. It makes sense because Bungie haven't actually gone into detail about how the difference between the Iron version and the original version are two separate weapons, or if it's just a skin. So maybe all the people that have pre-ordered Rise of Iron, they're going to get an ornament for the actual Iron Yellowhorn, and then once you complete the quest like everyone else and you get the original version, you can then equip the black and silver skin. Now, one thing that I really want to see from at least one weapon is a gold skin that you can apply to it. Not like a super flashy way that makes it look tacky, but like a really nice gold theme, and people would definitely go crazy if there was a gold weapon in the game, so I'd love to see it. So those are the exotics. Now let's talk about some of the other weapons and armor you can affect. One thing they mentioned is raid armor. You can change the lighting and also color effects on that. So we've already seen the Titan and his Wrath of the Machine raid gear, and you can notice that his like face section is actually a massive light. It's like a red or orange glowing light, so I'm assuming you can change the color effect of that. Now they also mentioned one weapon, which didn't say what it was or describe it. They said one weapon that changed from its normal appearance to look like an ultra sleek, a golden age weapon reminiscent of these sleeper simulant exotics. So that sounds really cool. Imagine a skin that turns a normal weapon, like say a 1,000-yard stare sniper, but now it's got all these like carbon fiber, Rasputin, like Warmind material all over it. That sounds really cool. And once again, this isn't going to change the weapon's performance or make it shoot lasers. It's just the skin of the weapon that's going to make it look different. They also describe some of the armor ornaments, like for Trials of Osiris armor, that can only be obtained from flawless Trials runs in the Lighthouse chest. So definitely one of the harder sets of ornaments you can obtain in the game if you have to go flawless to get it. But they said that some of the changes the ornaments apply to Trials gear is some of the best looking armor in the game, and apparently those Trials ornaments are extra special and they look really good. So apparently Bungie suggested to them that the raid gear ornaments might be obtainable from challenge mode chests within the Wrath of the Machine raid. So I guess that confirms the challenge mode of the raid and also how you can get the ornaments for them. So some of the other ornaments and exotic weapon ornaments can be obtained from Radiant Treasures. So Radiant Treasures are the new Sterling Treasures available from Eververse and also in-game activities. You're able to get them through microtransactions or by completing in-game missions. So basically the same as the Sterling Treasures we've had since the April update. I'm assuming you can earn more than 3 per week. So opening a Radiant Treasure has a chance to drop a random ornament for any of the exotic weapons. And they also said they weren't sure if just some or all of the exotic weapons in the game have ornaments available, but they assume that there's more. So far the exotic weapons I've listed, we have 6 of them that we know of. We have the Invective, we've got the Monte Carlo, we've got the Xalo Supercell, Telesto, Mida Multitool, and the Kvostov, and maybe even the Alahorn as well. But honestly, I'd be really surprised if there were ornaments for every single exotic in the game. There are like nearly 100 exotics total, so I highly doubt that. I'd imagine it's just the more iconic exotics and some of the cooler ones with glowing light up effects that have ornaments available, but I highly doubt it'll be every exotic in the game, seeing as there's nearly 100 total, including all the weapons and armor. So that is everything we know so far about ornaments in Rise of Iron. How you get them and some of the exotics and how they change is a feature that I'm really excited for personally. I love the whole kind of customization and visual features. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think about the ornament system and which are you most excited for? Is there any exotic you really want to see customizable? If you want to leave a like on the video, that'd be much appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.